Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Showing it. Hatch it. Stick guy.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
50, Mike, 50. Tighten up.
We're going to 54 right here. We're going to 53. 26.
Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. A first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. So we got man. Oh, we go. Tighten up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 57. Let's put him on the license. Let's put that team on the puck. Watch the air. Check nickel. Check three. Jump. Check three.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check.
Friday.
Check. Crunch. Nice spot. Right.
Saturday.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He may try and run for this, and he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Right there, 54 Mike. I got you, boy. Check 24.
Alert.
On 1st down, Carson, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near. The 40 at the 39.
It's a loss of 1 yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Wide 90.
You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Alert.
Mike 35. Hey, that kid is
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Kill. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go, kill. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Gun.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He was brought down by Bradley McDougall. A gain of 5. First down, Cowboys.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
47. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, double. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Here we go, going to 54. Wide in.
Turning up. Check 31.
26.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Then we're going to 53.
Right there. 54, right there.
Echo. Watch twist.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On the Seahawks 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch it. Out.
There we go. Kill.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Then we're going to 53. Hey, 47.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go again. Check 3. Check
14. Push left.
motion. Check the backer.
He's coming. He's hop arm. Check 20. Alert.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Big stop, G.
This is Carson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
All day, dog. Check.
Push left.
Here's Carson. And an alley to run. Now Carson fumbles the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
They'll
run with Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Check.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Go to 54. Line in.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
Looking to throw. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Kill. You
got me right. Don't be scared. Mike,
we'll go 46.
Prescott from the gun. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he couldn't make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
14.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Let's go, D. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Kill. Yo. Shit. Switch.
Hey, kill.
To throw is Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wilson leaves this one with Penning. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check. Lucky. Check safety. Gun.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Eat. Watch the screen. Check your hot read.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Sets up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Got it.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.